Hi guys, High Performance Happy Hour, 4 p.m. EST. If you saw my post earlier this afternoon, kind of prepped you guys for this one. And we're really going to be focusing on energy. This is a high performance habit that all high performers have in common. And it's really an amazing perspective about how to get to those next levels of success. And it really has so much to do with our energy and the energy that we give off, and just being more mindful of our energy and learning how to, I don't really want to say the word protect, but just really learning how to use our energy, conserve our energy, so that we can really maintain and sustain those high levels of performance in our life. And what I want to share with you guys today are 3 different tips to, learning how to influence your energy, manage your energy so that you're not feeling burned out, so that you're feeling energized and motivated and excited to be taking action to get to those next levels of success. Because so many of us high performers run ourselves into the ground. I mean, I've done it. I've done it multiple times. I haven't learned my lesson a couple of times and really paid the price. And the people that I care about the most, and those that, I work closely with day in and day out, also paid the price for me not learning how to better manage my energy. And once I really started to understand how important it is to better manage our energy and really influence the energy, it makes a huge difference in our performance, our stress levels, and just the way that we feel about our lives, and what we're doing. So, and who we're being. So, three things that I really want you guys to start thinking about when it comes to cultivating this habit of, managing your energy, is learning how, and can be very, very hard, especially for high performers and those of us that are professional doers and pushers and we like to push ourselves, is asking for what you need. How many of you really, truly do this in your life? I know I didn't until recently. I was a lone wolf, really, because I know that I can do it. I know that I can do the work, get the results, but I was running myself into the ground. I was super depleted, exhausted, irritable, and burned out. And, having success, but feeling that way, it just doesn't work. It doesn't align. But if you're able to have this success and come from a place of energy and motivation and influence and positivity and truly being authentically happy while you're getting to those next levels, it makes your life and the results that much sweeter, and that you're actually enjoying your life. You're living your life to the fullest. You're living your life as your best self, and you're really getting the opportunity to enjoy what you're creating. How many of us just create and aren't, taking a step back and really enjoying and celebrating what we're accomplishing? So ask for what you need. High performers are amazing at giving. We are very generous and we're givers. We want to support others. We want to serve others. We want to make a difference. We want to make an impact. But in order to make the impact that we really truly want to make in our life, personally and professionally, it's about not only giving, but also learning how to receive, and learning how to receive support from others and bringing others with you on this journey and not doing it alone. There's so much joy in surrounding yourself with a support system and a community like we talked about earlier in the week. Let go to grow. Let people support you and help you to move forward in your life, career, your business. Ask for what you need. That's the first tip with better managing your energy levels. Ask for what you need. This is to piggyback off of this. It's about learning how to set boundaries. I talk about boundaries a lot. I actually have a webinar specifically on how to set healthy boundaries. If this is something that you want me to offer again, the webinar, just let me know. Put it in the comment section and I will make that happen. But asking for what you need is also about being mindful and learning how to set boundaries. And boundaries are meant to protect your joy and happiness. They are a way to teach people what you tolerate and what you don't. And when you're able to clearly communicate that with others in your life, it's going to keep those energy levels where they need to be in order for you to keep going, keep moving that needle forward, and reach those next levels of success. So asking for what you need, learning how to better receive support from others, and setting healthy boundaries is a great start to cultivating and maintaining this high performance habit of energy. And the next thing that I want to share about managing your energy is acknowledge. It's so important for us to acknowledge when we're having a meltdown, when we're having a breakdown, or when we are really truly feeling stress. It's okay. Don't try to bury it. Don't try to hide it and cover it up with other things, or keep going, keep covering it up with, being busy and putting more things on your plate. That's only going to make it worse. But taking a step back and acknowledging when you're feeling super stressed, acknowledge when you're having some sort of breakdown, personally or professionally, and really this is that mindfulness piece, and really see what's going on. And when we acknowledge it, it's a way for us to just have that compassion. And we talked about that yesterday a little bit too, is that when we acknowledge that we're going through a rough spot, or when we're looking for support, it opens us up. It creates that vulnerability and connection like we talked about yesterday. So really acknowledge when you need the support, and really acknowledge when you are starting to feel stressed and overwhelmed. Because when we acknowledge it, it's real, it's happening. So that way, when we acknowledge it, that means that we get to shift, and I'm going to go into that next, take committed action to rebuild those energy reserves that we have, and it helps us to better influence and manage our energy. So acknowledging is huge. And it's not a sign of weakness. When we acknowledge a breakdown and we acknowledge the stress, it's courageous. It's vulnerability, it's courageous, and it is opening up the opportunity for you to shift and get yourself back on track. And the last tip that I want to share with you guys for today about better managing your energy and getting to those next levels of success in your life is awareness. Is just having the awareness of what's going on, that knowing that your energy levels are depleted, or that you're feeling super burned out. And this, like I said, this is the opportunity. So you acknowledge it, you're aware of it, so you get to take committed action to shift yourself out of it. And you have the control, and you are the one making that choice. And it's all about taking responsibility and taking the committed action. And when we take the committed action, then that is what's going to shift our performance levels as well. So this is just another great mindset management um, philosophy and perspective around high performance and why some people are really, high achievers, high performers. They make it look easy, and they're in a good mood, they're happy, they're motivating, they're engaging, they're magnetic. And you can have these qualities too. Everyone can become a high performer and get to those next levels of success. It's about learning the skills and really understanding what it takes to better manage your mind so that you can better manage your stress. And it's just, stress is sneaky. Stress can really keep us stuck from getting to those next levels. And I was thinking about that a lot because like 2 years ago, I was just a ball of stress, major ball of stress. And even though I was accomplishing and achieving on the inside, I was just like, bah. So once I really started to focus on these practices and gaining the knowledge to help me to go from being a burned out mess to a successful, happy, joyful, high performer, is that it's about the commitment and taking the action and having compassion for yourself and having those three components of better managing your energy and asking for what you need, not being a lone wolf, not being a people pleaser constantly, not letting guilt and shame and fear run the show all of the time. I mean, it's okay if those feelings are there, but you get to choose how you respond to those emotions and feelings. And once I really started to acknowledge and not just brush it off or have the mask on, like we talked about yesterday, that everything in my life is perfect, that's when I really started to see the positive shifts happening, or when I was really starting to cultivate what it is that I really wanted in my life, or like manifest it. If you guys, want, I can say that too, is that once I really acknowledged that I was breaking down and that I was stressed out and not only, hurting myself, but also hurting the people around me that love me, I knew that it was time for me to take action. And that's just exactly what I did. And I haven't looked back since, because it is so powerful once you start learning how to manage your mind and go deeper into these practices, and you're more consistent with practicing them. And they're just a part of your day to day. And it's not that you always have to be consistently practicing it. It's more about just the knowledge and just surrounding yourself in an environment where you're constantly feeding yourself this type of information, whether it's through podcasts, books, your community, support systems, trainings you go to. That's when you really start to see the effects of how powerful managing your mind really is. And acknowledging it. First, acknowledging the breakdown that you're having, and then making a commitment moving forward so that you don't have the breakdown again in the future, and what you're committed to creating in your life at that time to shift out of it. And that's where that awareness comes in, is that once we're aware of things, it makes it that much easier for us to shift and to start bringing things into our life that are going to get us to those next levels. So those are my 3 tips for you guys today on learning how to better manage your energy. And And these 3 tips are also a great way for you to sustain it and then also help you to influence others while you're practicing this as well. Because energy speaks louder than words, you guys. People can feel your energy when you walk into a room. I mean, think about emotions, emotions, energy in motion. So when you start being more aware of your thoughts and how they affect your behaviors and the emotions that you're feeling, and allowing yourself to feel your feelings and process them, and not doing it alone, and having a support system, asking for what you need, setting healthy boundaries, acknowledging your breakdowns, and having this overall awareness of when you're feeling stressed, burned out, depleted, and overwhelmed, you're you're gonna be better able to shift yourself out of it. Yes, awesome. All those emotions popping up. So, if you're feeling uncomfortable right now, or you have some things brewing up inside you, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Your body and your mind, it's trying to tell you something. Listen to it. Ask for what you need, acknowledge it, and be aware of it so that you can move through it and protect your energy, manage it so that you can keep getting to those next levels of success. Because I know that you guys watching have goals, you're ambitious and you're driven. I would love to hear what you have going on right now, whether it's, personal goal or professional goal, a business goal. Pop them in the comments. And how can whatever it is that's landing for you after listening to this, how can that help you to get to that goal? So, oh, awesome. Just started sound meditation. Yeah, it's powerful. Quieting your mind, sound meditation. Yeah. Yeah, goals can be achieved here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just watch these, guys. I do have one-on-one services that you guys can work with me one-on-one. I have an amazing 6-month program. You'll get results guaranteed in the 6 months, especially with goals that you have, and getting those goals to become a reality. But also too, like, if the one-on-one support isn't in your cards right now, just watch these videos. That's why I do them, to inspire you, to teach you, to keep you moving forward. So yeah, awesome, awesome stuff. So would love to hear what's opening up for you, and here to support. If you're interested in one-on-one work with me, just let me know. We'll jump on a call and we'll get it all sorted. So I love you guys. Happy Thursday. I will be back next week. We're going to start bringing some more guests on, so get excited for that. And yeah, high performance and energy, they go hand in hand. Love you guys. Bye.